everybody. This morning we'll be looking at simple equation. I have posted a short note on simple equation on the page. I will just explain that before I move straight to the example, to some examples on simple equation. Now, when we talk about simple equation, we are actually referring to an equation containing one unknown quantity which can be expressed in the form of which can be expressed to have right hand side, equality sign, and the left hand side. For instance, now if you have 2x minus 4 equals 7, 2x minus 4 equals 7. Now this is a very good example of simple equation. Three things there that makes it a simple equation. First is the presence of this unknown quantity which I call x here. The second thing that makes it a simple equation is we can see that there's left hand side, there is this equality sign, and there's this right hand side. And with that, if an equation or any expression can be made to that form, then we call it a simple equation. But the most important thing is the presence of the unknown quantity, and it must just be one. So for instance, now if you have something like 2x minus 4 equals 7 plus y, this is not a simple equation. This is a simple equation. So we must have a good fundamental knowledge in simple equation before we start. Now, let's see how we solve simple equation. Whenever we are asked to solve simple equation, there are many approaches to it. Some can use balance method. There are other methods that people might want to use, but today we'll just stick to balance method. Let's pick some equation and solve. For instance, now if you have 6s equals 18. Now, one thing you need to know about solving simple equation is this. Anytime you are asked to solve simple equation, you must know that what the question is asking you to do is to find the unknown in the equation. The unknown can be any letter in the equation. It can be letters, it can be symbols, it can be anything. They are actually numbers that we don't know them. So we denote them with letters, and that is why we call them unknown. So anytime you're asked to solve a simple equation, what the question is asking you to do is to find the value of the unknown. And again, when you are solving simple equation on balanced method, whatever you are doing to one side, you do exactly the same thing to the other side of the equation. And with that, you will have a smooth working, and then you have the right answer. With this now, to find the value of x, you have to find the way of removing what is attaching itself to x, which is 6. And how do we do that? We divide both sides by 6. Divide both sides by 6. So you have 6x all over 6 equals 18 all over 6. And if you do this correctly, 6 will cancel 6. 6 will go in 18 3 times, and your x equals 3. Very simple. Let's take more example on this, and then we take a classwork. For instance, if you have y minus 7 equals 1. Yes, we want to solve this simple equation. That is, we want to find the value of y. We have to find a way of removing this minus 7 to let this y stand alone. Then we have solved the simple equation. Now, how do we remove this minus 7? Don't forget that if we add 7 to minus 7, we are going to have 0, and this will disappear. So we are going to say add 7 to both sides. Add 7 to both sides. And if you do that, we're going to have y minus 7 plus 7 equals 1 plus 7. Don't forget, whatever you are doing to one side, you do exactly the same thing to the other side. And this will go. you are left with y equals 1 plus 7 and your y equals 8. So it's as simple as that. Let's take another example. For instance, if you have 40 plus 3 equals 15, you want to solve this. That is, you want to find the value of t. The first thing you need to do is to find a way of removing this plus 3. So you say subtract 3 from both sides. So on solving it, you have 40 plus 3 minus 3 equals 15 minus 3. So this and this will go. So you are left with 40 equals 15 minus 3 will give you 12. And from here you divide both sides with 4. If you divide both sides with 4, this will cancel this. 4 will go in 12 3 times, and t equals 3. You can see how simple it is. Let's solve this last example that will take a classwork. If for instance you have 10 equals x all over 2. To solve this is very simple. You just have to find a way of removing the 2 that we have here. And how do we do that? We say multiply both sides by 2. So if you do that, the 2 that we have there, we can easily do away with it, and we'll have the value for x. We have 10 times 2 equal to x all over 2 times 2. So this we cancel this, and then we have 20 equals x. So we can write this as x equals 20. Now someone might want to ask me that why are we saying 20 equals x, then the same is equals to 20? It's just like saying a dozen is equals to 12, then you can say 12 is equals to a dozen. So that is the principle in mathematics, and I think with this you should be able to have, you should have gotten the basic knowledge about simple equation. Thank you.